True to my word, I'm not going to hold on to this Ballantine Ale. It's delicious, delicious Ballantine Ale, 40 in glass. Thank you, Fear, for shipping this out to me. It's going to taste so great, so refreshing and delicious. Remember, folks, make malt liquor videos only, or Ballantine Ale videos. Just those two. Ballantine Ale. I heartily approve of this Ballantine Ale. It's really, really good. I was trying to describe it, and kind of failing miserably. It's like a, it's like a fine malt liquor. It's like a subtler Mickey's, actually. That's all I could say. It's really, really fucking delicious, and it doesn't knock you on your ass. Like the last time I drank a Camo, man, I was checked out. Like for the last couple months, I've been diminished drinking, been hardly drinking at all, and my tolerance is gone. No tolerance. I was out in my front yard with my shirt off the other day. Summer body coming back. State of the Union, State of the Earl's Union. I finally am living in this house, and it finally feels legit. Like, for the longest, when I first moved in, I kept expecting someone to knock on the door and said, "Oh, by the way, something went wrong. You can't actually live here after all." But now, so I moved in. I believe I moved in October. So I'm starting to feel like I live here. I'm starting to feel like this is my house. I'll be doing some projects today around the house. I'm going to be claiming that little side yard I've got over there, that little section of yard which has been like full of debris since last year, since I cut down all those trees over there. So today will be the end of that wood pile. That's going today. Going to mow the front and backyard, of course. And I might do some art projects. I bought some paint, and I bought a stencil. I was going to put a stencil of a, in my mind, it's going to be a dog's head. It's actually a wolf's head. I bought a stencil of a wolf's head that I'm going to paint on my front door, which should be fun. Went out for a bike ride with my BFF today. Real good ride. Did a pretty good distance. Connected 3 different parks, and pretty much did bike path the entire way. So it was pretty ideal. Went hung out by the river. Did a little shopping. I slept 12 hours. I feel great. Though I think it's a little unsettling to sleep 12 hours. Oh, the new toilet, I was saying I could smell a smell, and everyone's like, try caulking it again or something like that. You know what the smell is? It's one of those little cleaning pucks. You put like a little cleaning puck in the upper tank, and every time you flush it, it cleans out the inside of the tank. I could smell the chemical in the water. I can't remember what the name of the cleaning things are, but I remember smelling it and not wanting to touch it because it smelled like a kind of chemical that would kill you if you drank any of it or got any of it on you. So yeah, that's the smell coming from the toilet. It's a smell of cleanliness, I guess. Ballantine Ale. I still haven't heard anything from 40-ounce Fear. Like if he's going to show any of his Canadian Kung Fu hand techniques. Druid Fluid pointed out that knife hand techniques might damage your finger, and that's why might damage your fingers, and that's why I said it's attaching force to something, like basically attaching a punch is coming, and you knife hand It's basically just attaching the force to redirect it. You wouldn't necessarily like a downward knife hand strike against somebody's shin to stop it. You wouldn't necessarily do that. Just gonna jam up your fingers. Same thing's true for your toes though too. Actually, yeah, once your toes go bad, it's all over, dude. Don't risk your toes. Yeah, so I haven't heard anything about Fraud, about what he learned in the Canadian Special Forces. And I hesitate to taunt, but I'm getting to the point, if you don't put out a video about it, I'm gonna taunt. I got some taunts in my mind. Oh. Tomorrow's trash day. Oh, you know what? I was gonna throw a hammer at my toilet and see if throwing a hammer hits not my new toilet, my old toilet. See if throwing a hammer at it shatters it or anything like that. But I don't know. It might make a lot of noise, and I don't want to disturb anybody if I can avoid it. But I have to break that up. I'll just probably try to break it up in a more quiet, subtle manner. You know, actually, what I was thinking about is a tree fort. Right to the right. See the big tree right there? Like, not actually building on the tree, but actually building like a platform structure, like a 2-story platform structure, so that I could see just high enough to see Mount Hood, but be kind of tucked in there, so like hopefully it won't attract any attention. I can imagine it attracting attention, but like if I tuck it into that tree there, like build it up through those branches, so I'm peering out from inside those branches, maybe no one will notice. I don't know. It's just a dream. Also, I dream of putting a deck on that barn shed and a little a roof, a sloping roof, so I could sit there, get out of the rain. And I kind of want to cut a door in the side of that and connect that to either a walkway or another kind of shed. Or I kind of thought like actually making a deck, a covered deck, for going out in the rain to smoke my pipe and stuff like that when I feel like just another vantage point of my yard. Because I like sitting in here, sure. But, I want to mix it up. All right. So that's the state of the Earl's Union today. We slowly enjoying this Ballantine Ale.